Hello students, how are you all? Hope you're all preparing for the physics test. I would like to give you some tips for preparation, as well as I would like to also solve the questions which was given based on the connected motion. So you have these questions here based on connected motion. We know already this one was given as an assignment to you. So question number 5, 6, 7 and 8 and other questions. So I will quickly solve them, and then I will also tell you and give you some tips about how to go ahead of preparing for the test also. So going ahead quickly, now this question is quite simple. There is two trolleys are there, and there's a boy is pulling with a force of 1.5 newtons here, and he's pulling it in an angle of 30 degrees here. So as he's pulling it, we have to find out the acceleration of the 40 g carriage, maybe 40 grams you can say. 40 g means 40 grams, and this is also 20 grams. So 40 gram carriage, what is the acceleration? But remember, whenever it is being pulled down, 40 gram and 20 gram, the entire system will have the same acceleration. Don't think this will have different acceleration, that will have different acceleration. The entire system will have same acceleration. So that's a very important and a valid point to understand. So keeping this into consideration, the force is going to be 1.5 newtons this direction. You can take the resultant here, you can take the resolution of this one along the horizontal. It will be F cos theta will be there. This will be F cos theta. Now if this is F cos theta, now the picture will be like this. So you get here the F cos theta is pulling here in the direction, and the entire of this mass is now going in the same acceleration. So F cos theta is going to be equal to m1 plus m2 times of acceleration. This entire is moving with an acceleration a. So m1 plus m2 times of a, 40 plus 20. So 40 grams is going to be equal to 0.04 kgs. 20 grams is going to be 0.02 kgs. So it's going to be 0.6 times of acceleration here. F is 1.5, cos 30 is under 3 by 2. So what is acceleration? Acceleration is going to be equal to, you cross multiply everything, you will get this answer. Now you are asked to find out the tension here. Tension is very simple. Only this is moving because of this tension. How this tension is there? Only because of this is moving. So it's going to be 20 gram into acceleration, that is m into a. So 20 gram is 0.02 into acceleration is 21.6. multiply, you will get the tension here. That's already given here as 0.43. 0.43 you will get, right? So that is the thing of newtons here. Going to the next question. Question number 6. This is a pretty simple question. You have three masses are being pulled, right? And it is written here, the tension P in the first string is 16 newtons. Look at this one. P has a tension of 16 newtons. Many times you will not be reading this one carefully. You will think F is going to be 16 newtons. No, P is 16 newtons here. Here this is given here. You are asked to find out what is F and what is Q. That's what it's given here. Find the acceleration of the blocks, that's number 1, and then tension of Q, and then force F. All the three is asked. Now how to solve this question is, you have all the three blocks. P is equal to 16 newtons. It's all the three blocks are there. First of all, find the acceleration. That's the very first one also you can find out. So force is going to be equal to mass m1 plus m2 plus m3 is times of a. That is a pretty easy one. So m plus 23m plus 5m times of a, that's going to be, F is going to be equal to 9m times of a. But remember, you cannot proceed further, you don't know the acceleration. To find out acceleration, you need to know the F. So let us go to the parameter which is known. It is only 16 newtons you know. So jumping into this part system, this system only, how does this move? Because of the 16 newton force. So 16 newtons is going to be equal to m2 plus m3 times of a. What is m2? 3. What is M3? It is going to be, this is M3, and it's going to be 5. So 3 plus 5 is 8 times of mass, 8m times of A. That is going to be 16 newtons. So what is acceleration? Acceleration is 16 upon 8m. So acceleration is equal to 2 by m. You got this answer. Because of this 16, you got this acceleration. So this acceleration, take it and put it here. When you put this acceleration here, so 9m is there, and 2 by m is there. So you m and m will get cancelled. The force should have been 18 newtons here. Now what is asked? What is Q? What is Q? It is Q is going to be equal to, only this is being pulled. So it is going to be equal to 5m into A. So 5m into A is already there, and you will get 10 newtons. Quite simple question. Going forward to the next question here. Question number 7. It looks quite an interesting question because there are 3 weights which is hanging here. All the 3 weights, you will get 3 equations then. You are asked to find out T1 and T2. So the thing which is asked. So the first thing you need to find out is how the body moves. The body moves down, this moves this direction, and this moves here in the upward direction. So acceleration is up, this acceleration is down, this acceleration in this direction, because 4 kg is bigger weight, and it is all, the whole system will be moving this direction. Based on that one, we can make 3 important equations. How to make 3 important equations? So the same diagram is again remade here. Since this is going down and this is going up, so if this is going up, which is bigger? Tension is bigger or 2 kg is bigger? 2 grams. 2g means 2 into 9.8. I will just return 2 kg into 9.8. 9.8 is, instead of putting mg, I put 2g. Instead of putting mg here, m2g, I will put 4g here. 4 is the kg. Okay. And then g is 9.8. So for the 2 grams, this one, you have to have the first equation. Tension is bigger. Tension minus 2g is equal to 2a, because it is going in the acceleration here. Why it is called 2a m into a? Okay, this is the first equation. Similarly, what is the equation here for 4 kg? So this is going to go down, and this is going to be less. 4g minus t2. 4g minus t2 is equal to 4a. So it is going to come down with an acceleration a. 4 is this one, and then a is acceleration is coming down, m into a. Now look at this one. For 8 kg mass, this is bigger than this one because it is going in this direction. T2 minus T1 is equal to 8a. 3 equations are there. First of all, take only these 2 equations. First equation multiplied by 2. This equation multiplied by 2, 2T1. Here also multiplied by 2, 4g, multiplied by 2, 4a. And then put the second equation same. 4g minus t2 is equal to 4a, same. Add both of them. 2t1 minus t2 is equal to 8a. This is what you will get here when you add this. Now this equation and this equation you can take. So this equation is equation number 4. So fourth equation is here, and third equation is here. Put both this one and then add. When you add this one, T1 you will get, because other things T2 will get cancelled out. T1 you will get 16a, and then if you try to solve this one, you will get, putting T1 in any one of the equation. Putting T1 in any one of the equation, you will get maybe even this equation you put. Putting this one in equation number 1. What you will get? T1, remove T1 and put 16a minus 2g and 2a, and what is, you will get acceleration is 1.4. Once you got a 1.4, you will be able to solve. Since there are 3 equations, it will be a little difficult. Solve these 2 and take this result and solve the result and this one. That's what you are doing here, and then you will get a answer A. So A is already here, 1.4 meter per second square, and then you can find out the value of tension here. Tension T1 and T2. Put this value here. Anywhere here, you will get the answer. Take G as 9.8, okay. Now going to the next question, question number 8. This is a question which is given here. The figure shows a massless pulley, and then 1 gram and 5 gram is now going around. Now it is asked, what will happen? So the question is, will this spring, the spring balance which is here, will the spring read 6 kg weight or less than that or more than that? It is asked. What is the approximate? Here they are giving 3 figures, which one will be fitting the best. So going further, I would just draw on this one. Spring balance is here. There are 2 pulleys here. 2 pulley system is there. So what will happen? This will go down and this will go up. The acceleration will be up here and this will go down. You know the acceleration formula, m1 minus m2 times of g upon m1 plus m2. So based on this, find out the acceleration. You will get the value as 20/3. Put 5 and then 1 and then you will get 20/3. Based on this one also, you will get tension is going to be equal to, what is the tension here for this one? This is bigger. It is 5g minus m into a is equal to tension. So you get tension also equal to 50/3. This tension you will get. Because of these two things, now you got this tension, you got the acceleration for these basic things. Now what you need to find out is how much will be the tension here. What will be the tension here? This is tension here, this is another tension here. This will be 2T. The tension for the spring is 2T. Why it is 2T? This one and this one gets added here to become 2T. So tension on the spring is going to be equal to 2T. Already you got the tension is here is 50/3. 50/3 you multiply, you will get 100/3. 33.33 newtons you will get. Now the question here is, it is asked, will the spring balance read 6 kg weight or less than 6 kg weight or more than 6 kg weight? Now what a 6 kg weight is? 6 kg weight means 6 into 9.8 or 6 into 10. So 60 newtons should be there. So already you are getting only 33.33 newtons. So 60 newtons is the highest one. It is the maximum one. So it will be less than the 60 newtons is this one. Yes, this is less than this one. So it is written there. Yes, it is less than 6 kg weight you will be adding. Because this answer you will got is less. The tension on the spring. Okay. So the very important concept is tension on the spring is equal to 2T. It is twice of the tension is the important concept to understand. Now going to the next question here. Question number 9. Again another block is there. So 2 blocks are there. Now we wanted this block to be staying here itself. Otherwise you just leave it, this will come down and this will go up. They wanted what is there. What will be the tension? So the 10 kg block is at rest. What minimum force must be applied on 10 gram block to keep it on the table? You want to keep this one on the table itself, you need to apply some force. So what will be the minimum force you need to apply? That's what the question is. So the same diagram is here. The same thing, right? Now you need to apply a minimum force along with this mg. What is mg? 10g, 10 times of g. So these two are added together. So look at this one. The first force acting on F plus mg, these two things is equal to 30g. Because these two are pulling down, you are able to balance these two, 30g. This 30g here. So F is going to be equal to 20 times of g. What is g? 9.8. Because 10g means 9.8. Don't think it is grams. It is already given as kilograms here. So 10 is the kg and then g is 9.8. So 20g will be there and then you get this one as force equal to 1.96 newtons has to be applied here to keep this one here itself. Look at this one. 1.96 is given here. 1.96 newtons should be there. Right? So it's very important to understand that way. This equation is so important, how to make this equation. The next one is, now when this M2 is coming down, alright, and then it is already here at rest, and then this is also at rest, here the entire system acceleration is going to be equal to 0. There is no acceleration in the whole system. This entire system is now at rest. So how do we do? Tension minus M2G is equal to M2 into A. Now this is what it is. Tension is, it's going up, this will go up, this will be coming down. So trying to take this as the value here, or either you can take this also. Anyway you can take tension minus m2 into g is equal to acceleration A, but remember this acceleration is 0. So what is the tension here? Tension is going to be equal to 30g only. Tension is anyhow it's going to be equal to 30g. So you can write here as tension is going to be equal to 30g, and then you can get the answer here. So m2 is going to be equal to, it will be 30 into this value, right? So you get this answer here. The next one is acceleration. You find out, when you find out this acceleration, just leave it, leave this one, leave the force here. It will start going down. Because of this going down, what is the value? You will get this value here, right? So that's the way it happens. The 4.8 acceleration will come, and then you can find out the new tension also when the body is on the slide, when the body is on the motion here, right? There is one correction I would like to make here. This is 10 grams here, and this is also 30 grams here, right? So because of that, 10 grams means 10g I have put here. It is grams into 9.8, right? And also 30, also you have put grams, 30 grams into 9.8 only I have put. So because of that reason, this 20 grams is become 0.02. You would be wondering why it's not 20 into 9.8. It is 0.02 is coming here, okay? Because of that. So here also m2 is nothing but it is in grams. So you get here this answer, right? And here also you need to put all the grams. Everything should be grams. It is not kilograms, it is grams. Right, we'll go to the last question here. Last question is quite simple here. So you get here as 2 blocks are just hanging over one below another, 2 kg and 4 kg. So what will be the tension here? How much tension will be this one? So it is quite simple. The tension will be equal to, the force going to be equal to m1 plus m2 times of g. This one plus this one g. So 2 plus 4, it is going to be 58.8 newtons. That is going to be the tension here. So what will be the tension when the entire system is going above with an acceleration a? So you are just trying to pull it so fast, it is just like an apparent weight on the lift when the lift is going up with the acceleration. Similarly, this whole thing is, he is trying to pull it. Because of that reason, this force, the tension of this one will be added here. So m1 plus m2 into g plus a, because it is going in a higher acceleration. Already g is pulling down. Because of acceleration here, it will be added here. We already know the apparent weight, it is added here. So total weight is 2 plus 4, it is 6 here. And then it is g plus a. So 9.8 plus a is going to be 2 meter per second square. So you get here 70.8. Now what will be the tension between here? Here this only this tension. The tension here in between. So it's going to be 4 is the weight of this one into g plus a. That is, it is just not t is equal to 4g, 4 into 9.8. It is t is equal to 4 into g plus a. The acceleration has to be added here because it is going up in the system is going up. So you get 47.2. So that's the next question here. I hope you understood all these questions, right? I'll take a quick look on what are the things you will learn for the test. How you will learn for the test. So the important topics has to be quickly marked and given, and you need to start this way. When you are starting, start this way, how to go about this one. So this is the chapter. So Newton's law of motion is this the chapter here, right? So you know the concept of force and all. You need not really learn all of them. Concept of inertia, don't learn all these things, keep on going and learning. You need to have an understanding. So there are 3 inertias of motion, rest and everything. Please don't spend time learning all these definitions and all. You need not learn these definitions. You need to have an understanding, that's enough. Straight away, go to linear momentum. You need to definitely learn this one. What is momentum? You need to learn. So you need to have this clear idea about how this graph works. So please learn these things very clearly about the 3 graphs. Already it is there in the notebook. 3 graphs are there. This is very, very important. Newton's second law. Second law is very important, and the entire derivation is important. Exactly write the wordings. Don't mess up. If you mess up any one of the word, you will not get marks. So exactly write the same wordings and then finish it here is equal to k into m into a. And also you need to write about the gravitational constant, gravitational force as well as the usual force, all things you need to know. So gravitation unit, everything you should be able to understand and do it. So the next one is the consequence. You can just read it and keep it. You need not really memorize those 4 things. After doing second law of motion, now you know the next one is called impulse. It is very, very important to know impulse. So impulse is an important topic. Learn the impulse definition and derive this formula. It's important. It might come in the examination. Learn and derive. And then there is the examples of impulse is very, very important. You have to learn from this book. So how the impulse works, concepts, and there are 3 examples are given here. You need to know how it is. I have also explained in the video also quite clearly how it works. Next one is Newton's third law. So for the law is very simple. It's quite simple law, but you will have to explain how it works. Right? Now the next one is law of conservation of linear momentum. It is a very, very important derivation. This is very, very important. Please don't miss this one. Whatever the way it was derived in your notebook, please do the same thing, and then you got to finish. Once this derivation gets completed, it ends up with the conclusion here. The conclusion is the net momentum is going to be constant, and then you will be able to get the final concluding words. Now there is some illustrations are also given there. These illustrations you can just leave it, not so important, but the derivation is important till P is equal to constant. Once that's over, then you get the very, very important another derivation called Newton's second law is a real law. So please learn, there is 2 parts in it. First one is second law. The first law is contained in second law, and then the third law is contained in second law. The 2 parts are there. Please try to derive the whole thing. It is quite important. The next one is you got this kind of things, how it works, what are the various things. I already derived also. These are all just an understanding. Please try to understand those things. Based on these things, some of the little numericals can come. Please try to draw this one and get the acceleration done. There is no derivation much. It is just a quick way of how this one works. So that's what it is. And then you get the body of free body movement. This is very important. Connected motion. This is very important. How it moves and what is the force and acceleration. This derivation is important. Please learn this one. And then also free body movement, how it works when there is a string which is tied in this one. We already know this one, how it works. Please learn this one to thoroughly. Acceleration, tension is important. And then the force is coming in the other direction. This also is here. This is very, very important. You should know how to derive this one. It might come in the examination or test also. You should know how to derive this one. The entire derivation is important. Right? So you get this derivation here. So don't think, oh, it's very difficult, I cannot memorize. It is very simple. You have to just know how to do it. And the last one is this particular thing. It doesn't have much of things. It is just an expression here. So the last part is, it is an optional one. You need not learn this one, but the concepts are quite important. So we already just gave a quick representation. I already gave when the lift is going up with acceleration, m plus g plus a. When it's coming down with acceleration, g minus a. You already know this one, right? And the last part, it is getting over with the concurrent forces. It is just a definition. We already seen what is concurrent forces. You need to just know the definition. It is not much important to learn these things. Just a definition is over, enough. Please don't learn the entire derivation. It is not needed. This also, it is just a representation, right? And based on this, so many numerical comes. And once you have done this one, then go to the numericals one by one. You keep solving it. Try to keep doing it one by one. All the numericals you finish. Once you finish entire of the example questions, example 20 and then 21, you do every numerical, whatever you can try to finish, and then do all the exercise questions. All the exercise questions you try to finish. So the exercise questions based on impulse and based on apparent weight and all these things you try to finish. So if you do it, it will be good. You will be able to have a good practice. Okay, children, all the best. Do well. Learn thoroughly all the derivations. Learn, write and see properly. You'll be able to get a good marks. Thank you so much.